Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Friendship Pearson, and welcome again to my channel. It is July 28th of 2024, 5:46 in the p.m. And yeah, praise the Lord, right? Praise God for whom all blessings flow. I appreciate you guys commenting. I'm trying to read a lot of comments today. And yeah, you guys pointed out some things that I didn't see, so I appreciate it. And I'll try to respond to that. But check this out. Got a lot of things on my mind today, so I might do another video after this. I gotta, keep pushing because, hey, news has got to get out and it's got to be relevant. I want you guys to understand something. Running for president as a vice president, now you can weigh it and see it differently. But I think it's easier to control things as long as you respond on a timely basis. I'm gonna say it again. I believe running for president as VP is easier to control things as long as you do it on a timely basis. Now, I've been looking for about 45 minutes for this one video. I couldn't find it, but I did say that Kamala Harris was going to regret not going and leading or spearheading the event where Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu addressed the Congress this past week. I don't know why they gave Joe the pass on it psychologically. One of them should have been there. But I'm addressing Kamala because she's running for president. The only out that they're going to give Joe, of which I don't agree with, is that he was sick and he just came back. Nah. But again, let's just deal with, we're going to deal with Kamala, because the difference between both of them is simply this. One's being run out and one's trying to run up in there. So even though it's mutually responsible, and historically somebody in one of the seats is there when Netanyahu show up in Washington, and they known about it for a while, even though it's historic, neither one of them attended. And Netanyahu, as I put in one of my videos, he then met with Biden, then he met with Kamala, and then he met with Trump in Mar-a-Lago. But I suspect something, because I said, look, she should be on her way, but she didn't go. What did she do? She spent, 4 or 5 days with her sorority sisters. And baby, if I'm advising her, it's a different story. You got to do a little bit of both, but you can't miss out on Netanyahu. Now that I've said that, we're gonna play this video and we're gonna go back before we go forward. Check it out. People, a lot of dramatic events have happened over the last 2 weeks. Over the course of the past 2 weeks, we have had a former president shot. We have seen the torch handed from Biden to Harris. And now I'm sure a lot of people are asking, what's next? What's next when it comes down to American politics? Well, people, over the last 2 weeks, I am growing more and more to a remote possibility that Michelle Obama will become president of the United States. I don't want that to happen. I really thought that Trump could get in 4 to 6 months or whatever, make some changes, then they go after him again. But as I study this thing, I'm seeing it happen. You tell me what you see. I don't like it, and I'm sure you don't like it, because we want America sustained. But what I'm seeing is this: the Antichrist is orchestrating things from behind the scenes, and things aren't what they appear to be. And this is why I am saying there is a remote chance that on January 20th of 2025, Michelle Obama will indeed be president of the United States. Now, with that backdrop, that is the main reason I'm saying the training wheels have got to come off. You are vice president. You are vice president. You done had 3.5 years to learn this thing, to observe the timing of things. And you know you got some folks that want what you got. So you can't make no strategic wrong moves within the next, 4 months. You can't do it. But she did. She did not go be with the Prime Minister of Israel. And it's going to cost her. Watch what I tell you. Check this out. The Obamas endorsed Harris. That's major. Why did they wait so long? Why did they wait so long? I'm going to show you something in sequence. You might be upset that I'm interrupting, but I got to put this up in here. I'm suspecting not only was there a deal cut, like I suggested in a few of my videos already, that she going to have to step aside, but if she really, really wanted and wanted to prove to them that she owned it, she would have met with the Prime Minister to make an indelible impression. Even if you don't like him, you would have done it. But I'm going to show you the timing of it, because everything went down on a Wednesday. She got a call from Obama. Netanyahu was speaking to Congress on the same day. And Kamala was out with her frat girls, with her sorority girls, excuse me. That don't make no sense. Just wait. I'm itching to tell you. Just watch this.
Michelle Obama as well. Here is the brand new video. Kamala.
Hello. Hi.
Hey there.
Oh, hi, you're both together. Oh, it's good to hear you both.
I can't have this phone call without saying to my girl Kamala, I am proud of you. This is going to be historic.
We called to say, Michelle and I couldn't be prouder to endorse you and to do everything we can to get you through this election and into the Oval Office.
Oh, my goodness. Michelle, Brock, this means so much to me. I'm looking forward to doing this with the two of you, Doug and I both, and getting out there, being on the road. But most of all, I just want to tell you the words you have spoken and the friendship that you have given over all these years mean more than I can express. So thank you both. It means so much. And we're going to have some fun with this too, aren't we?
Now watch the sequence. On July 24th of 2024, House Speaker Mike Johnson of LA and Senate Foreign Relations Chair Ben Cardin, right? Israel Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu speaks to joint meeting of Congress at the Capitol in Washington on Wednesday, okay? Joe Biden wasn't there, and she wasn't there. Miss Harris, VP, wasn't there. Now look, Mr. and Mrs. Obama which had taken place, see, early Friday morning, the Harris campaign posted a video it produced that depicted a phone call from Mr. and Mrs. Obama, which had taken place on Wednesday, in which they gave Ms. Harris their much-awaited endorsement. See, on Wednesday, Obama called her on Wednesday. Congress is meeting with Netanyahu. But where was she at? Let's read. Vice President Kamala Harris spoke at the Zeta Phi Beta Sororities Grand Boulay in Indianapolis on Wednesday. And Boulay is a whole nother chapter. I've gone over before, but I have to do something on that. I got to talk about the Boulay. But that was Wednesday she was there. Okay? Now check this out. Here she go.
The White House taking center stage right here in Indiana. Republican Vice Presidential candidate J.D. Vance is in Fort Wayne for a private fundraiser.
And Vice President Kamala Harris just landed a few minutes ago here in Indianapolis. This is, of course, the first time she'll be in the Hoosier State since declaring her candidacy for the White House on the Democratic ticket.
Now, Harris is here to speak at the Zeta Phi Beta Sororities Grand Boulay at the Indiana Convention Center. This is video of Vice President Harris getting on Air Force Two at Joint Base Andrews. We have team coverage of her speech this afternoon.
That's right. Want to head out to the Indianapolis International Airport where we can see Air Force Two taxiing as we speak. And Rich Nye is there near the tarmac, live from the
All right. Now watch this here. She's there speaking. The first day. Check it out.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Please have a seat. Good afternoon. I was just saying to your most glorious president, Stacey N.C. Grant, she and I talked about this visit months ago, sitting together having a meeting in the Oval Office. And we were she invited me then to attend today, and I just want to, if I can, I just want to thank you in front of all of the sisters who are here. She has provided years of support and friendship, and she always, like everyone here knows, she always shows up, and I'm so, so deeply grateful. Thank you. And to everyone.
Okay, so there she was. Now here we go. July 25th, 2024, Washington, D.C., the White House. Readout of Vice President Harris's meeting with Prime Minister Netanyahu of Israel. The 25th, the day after the phone call with Obama, the day after Congress met with Netanyahu, right? No Harris, no Biden. She meets with Prime Minister Netanyahu of Israel. All right? Vice President Kamala Harris today met with Prime Minister Netanyahu of Israel at the White House. The Vice President reiterated her long-standing and unwavering commitment to the security of the State of Israel and the people of Israel. They discussed the Biden-Harris administration work to ensure Israel can defend itself from threats from Iran and Iranian-backed terrorists, groups including Hamas, Lesbian, Hezbollah, so on and so forth. Again, people, ain't no time for training wheels. You've been there 3.5 years. You know how it go. To a certain extent, as a vice president, you can control the media because you out going doing things. And I don't care if this thing was set up 2 years ago. You had 4 or 5 days to be with your sorority sisters. Let me just hold tight. I want you to understand how deep this is and how major this mistake is. It's major. And it's the first one in the first week that she got everybody's backing. I smell a setup. And I'm going to tell you who set her up allegedly by not saying nothing. Watch this. Put that in your pipe and smoke it, and hold on. Hold that thought. Now check this out. Netanyahu Look at the report. Netanyahu irked by critical Harris comments. Irked. Israel Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu was upset by Vice President Kamala on-camera statement after their meeting and is concerned it will harm the negotiations over Gaza hostage and ceasefire deal, an Israeli official said in a briefing with reporters. Why it matters, Harris' meeting with Netanyahu took place at a critical moment in negotiations over a possible deal. This was Harris' first meeting with a foreign leader since she started her presidential campaign. Will this be pivotal going forward? Look, I'm asking the question because I said at the outset, there's a remote chance that Michelle Obama will be president. If Netanyahu do not like the negotiations and the position that Kamala and the approach that she's taking, she could be out. You dealing with power. I don't want you to underestimate this relationship that we've had with Israel, nor the one with Britain. It's bigger than Kamala, way bigger. Driving the news, Netanyahu met with Harris after spending almost 3 hours with President Biden discussing the Gaza hostage and ceasefire deal. After a 40-minute meeting with Netanyahu, Harris gave an on-camera statement and said she pressed the Israeli Prime Minister to conclude a hostage and ceasefire deal. Now, here's my take, just to a certain extent. Netanyahu, in many folks' eyes, is a man's man. He's a man's man. He's a man's man. And in the old school way of thinking, how men really think, when it comes down to women, no matter what level that you arrived and achieved, you showed out, honey, because he's a man's man. I want y'all to read between the lines here. There are some men who are old school. I don't know Netanyahu. I don't claim to know him like that, but I'm saying, we talking about a cultural difference. This is Israel. This is way back in the day when they started fighting. Way back in the day. Didn't become a nation until May of 1948. They've been fighting longer than she's been living. Do you feel me? And you gonna miss a meeting with the representative? This your first time meeting with a foreign leader, and you gonna go see your sorority sisters? Baby, look, somebody put in the comment section if you know what I'm talking about here. This major. And I did this video the other day. Obama's just made a move. What do I mean by that? Read between the lines. I'm going to show you. The clip, what does the clip say? Netanyahu was irked at her. Why was he irked? Was it just because of what she said? She wanted to get this thing over with? Get some peace and get the hostages back and get this thing settled? Was it just that? Or did it have a lot to do with you not showing up when I was there? Come on, baby, work with me. It's respect. And what kind of image are you setting to other possible leaders in the future? Sorority versus international business? Netanyahu's like, wait a minute, baby, wait a minute. Look, I'm just keeping it real. I ain't knocking those sororities. I'm just telling you how international politics go. Don't get your feelings hurt up in this thing. This geopolitics here. She been there 3.5 years. A former senator, a former DA. Oh, I ain't done yet. Let me go down the road here. I told y'all, she gonna pay for that decision when she decided she wasn't going. And she went anyway. Who was advising her? Watch this.
And all the sanctions that have been put in place to dry up the money so that Iran could not continue to pay these terrorist organizations has been replenished and replaced thanks to the policies of the Biden administration. But the Vice President of the United States has a responsibility to attend these speeches in the joint session in the House of Representatives. I have been here quite a while. I don't remember any occasion previously where the Vice President hasn't shown up, along with the Speaker. And this is a demonstration of respect, a demonstration of our alliance, a demonstration of our commitment to democracies in regions of the world which are among the most dangerous and volatile. And the Vice President of the United States doesn't have the common courtesy to even show up.
Ooh-wee.
It's disgraceful. She ought to be embarrassed. Unfortunately, it's not just ignorance or lack of resolve.
Baby, I knew they was coming. I knew they was gonna try to find something. I wish I could find that video. I laid it out. I said they're gonna come after her. I said either with a past alleged romance with that guy. I forgot that guy. He like 90 years old. Forgot his name. How hard she was allegedly on black and brown folks when she was a DA. Remember that video? I did that, and I said she cannot, in so many words, slip on her own banana. She slipped on her own banana. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this.
Member of a Senate Armed Services Committee, Iowa Senator Joni Ernst. Senator, thanks very much for being here this morning. Give us your reaction.
You bet. Great to be with you, Maria. And it was absolutely shameful what happened last week when Prime Minister Netanyahu visited the United States Senate, the United States Congress, delivered his joint address, and Vice President Kamala Harris was not there to receive him nor preside over that joint session. She should have been there. Rather than attending a 5-day sorority convention, she should have been here at a time when Israel is engaged in a deadly fight for survival. She chose to spend time with her chums rather than to come out and show Israel that the United States will support them in this war.
And why do you believe it is so critical to support Israel right now? I want to get your take on
I told y'all. Woo! Even DeSantis got in on it. Check it out.
And I also think you have the leader of one of our strongest allies for my whole lifetime speaking in front of Congress, Prime Minister Netanyahu, and yet Kamala can't go there and greet him. How do you treat it's not a way to treat an ally. She had no interest. She has not condemned what happened at Union Station, the graffiti and the rioting and all the vile activity. That was something that she had nothing to say about. So this is serious stuff, and we've got to get smart, and we should not be politically correct about any of this stuff. You know, there are a lot of folks that really mean this country bad, and you've seen them come out in full force.
What do you think, people? What do you think? What do you think? All right. Now, you knew. Look, y'all. The sequence is this. Congress, Netanyahu, Biden, Netanyahu, Harris, then Netanyahu and Trump. And it was already out there saying that Trump and Netanyahu left on bad terms, ain't seen each other since he was president, but they kind of like Trump was in the video I did the other day. He said, look, we didn't leave on bad terms. And Trump could not wait until Biden and Harris didn't show up. Watch this.
People to know that now what she's doing is she's running away from Israel. She refuses to go to Bibi Netanyahu is in Washington. She refuses to do it. Even if you're against Israel or you're against the Jewish people, show up and listen to the concept. But she's totally against the Jewish people. And it amazes me how Jewish people will vote for the Democrats when they're being treated so disrespectfully and badly. It amazes me.
Now don't get mad at Trump. You gave him the football Now he can throw a Hail Mary. Look, did he not go there? Did he not go there? Woo! This politics, baby. He's supposed to use it. If you fumble the ball, he's supposed to give it back to you. No, you're going to pick it up and run for a touchdown. Look, she fumbled, running for the biggest office in America. As a VP, she fumbled. And what's out there is that she was what? She was the czar over immigration. Come on, man. That's 2 things in 1 week. Boy, now let's go back. Because I need to show y'all something. Because this was not supposed to transpire. Watch this here.
And Michelle Obama as well. Here is the brand new video.
Kamala.
Hello. Hi.
Hey there.
Oh, hi, you're both together. Oh, it's good to hear you both.
I can't have this phone call without saying to my girl Kamala, I am proud of you. This is going to be historic.
We called to say Michelle and I couldn't be prouder to endorse you and to do everything we can to get you through this election and into the Oval Office.
Oh, my goodness. Michelle, Brock, this means so much.
People, if you don't smell a chess game going on, when the powers see that she's still playing checkers, I suggest you ponder this. Obama is almost considered internationally as a statesman. He don't miss too much. Obama is a groomer of policy. Obama, we found out 2 weeks ago that the guy who won in Britain, I forgot his name. The guy who won that seat in Britain, what, the prime minister? I don't know who it was. Let me see. I'm gonna put this up because I make my point. Prime minister won in Britain.
According to Wikipedia, historians generally consider Robert Walpole, who led...
Remember this guy? He lost, right? He lost, right? Rishi Sunak. And then this guy got in. Okay? New prime minister. I did a video on that. This guy right here. Do you know how he got in? And I didn't even know this. Obama groomed him. I said Obama groomed this man. You feel me? And he won. He beat Sunak. And this dude is an Einstein when it comes to math. They say he's smart. But Obama groomed him. Okay? Now, Obama done known her for a very long time. And he made a phone call along with Michelle Wednesday. And the whole world got to see her smile like Eddie Murphy. She showed her pearlies that day. Oh yeah, she showed her pearlies that day. Now what you got to ask yourself, now that I done broke this thing down to you, what should they have told her? This is how the phone call should have went. Should I use my Obama voice? I'm not good on that. So let me just do what I do. Hello, Kamala? Are you alone? Can you get in the SUV? We need to be private. No. Look. We can discuss me backing you. Michelle, can you talk to her? Can you get in the SUV? Hello? Kamala? Look, you did not make the meeting with Netanyahu. Now, there are some things I can suggest. There's some things I can tell you. There's some things I can groom you on. But I thought that after 3.5 years, you would know better. I'm going to say allegedly, this is how the phone call should have went. And if Obama didn't tell her, her staff should have told her. Biden should have told her. Her husband should have told her. Somebody, but Obama should have told her. Put it in the comment section. You put in the comment section who you think should have told her. Because when we look at retrospect, it took 7 whole days and not a word from you. Obama and Michelle did a Tony Braxton. 7 whole nights and ain't nothing but you. Come on, baby. Look, look, look. They waited, what, 7 whole days? Who else was missing in action? Joe was missing in action. And Joe didn't back her right off. Maybe this is what's going on. I'm going to back you, but I'm going to let you sink. Put it in the comment section, just write 7 whole days or the number 7 or something. Tell me what you think. I know it's a long video, but this is political season. Y'all got to get used to some analyzation. I've been analyzing for a long time. I think I put it in proper perspective. She done made 2 major mistakes already. She should have came clean with the border control, and she should have met with Netanyahu. Because now, the vultures is out. And Obama waited 7 days. And that private phone call like this here should have told her, but he didn't. How come he didn't tell her, you messed up? Or did he? I'm Franchise Pierce. You like the work? Please subscribe, put the thumbs up, help me grow the station. If you don't get a notification, just tune in 3 times a day because I'm doing the video. You know I'm under attack here. Help me grow 20 to 25,000 subscribers. God bless.